Greetings, Benjamin J from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, I want to do a follow-up video on that Lionel 8902 that Robin found at that thrift store today, or antique shop. I haven't even asked her yet. Anyway, I've pulled the motor out, and we're going to convert this to AC. So I just want to do a quick video. It's really, really simple. It only takes a minute. As you notice, we have the CAN motor. CAN motors are DC only. This side is run to ground. This side, of course, is run to the contactor. So what we're going to do is unsolder this wire, and I went through my parts box. I found this big old monster diode. I don't know what it was out of. Probably something I scavenged. But it comes in handy. You have an old electronic circuit board, go through it and take all the diodes off of it. They come in really handy for doing stuff just like this. So what we're going to do to this motor is we have my soldering iron set up. It's hot. Wipe off the tip. We're going to unsolder the power wire, as you see. And we're going to solder our diode right here onto this side of the motor. This only takes a second. As you see, so the diode is soldered to the motor. The power wire is now soldered directly to the diode. We'll get this lined up so it looks nice. Good enough. And we'll just solder this wire directly to the diode. And we have converted the 8902 to run on AC. It is really, really simple. Just add virtually any diode to this side of the motor, or the other side. It doesn't matter which side you want to use. If it runs backwards, turn the diode around. Anyway, it's really, really simple to convert these things to AC. It only takes a minute. And as a quick tip, if you're going to be running a motor, if you're going to take it out and test it, do yourself a favor and pull off the push rods, especially on Lionels. They're easy to remove. You just take the bolt out, push rod comes out. There's nothing more annoying than trying to test a motor with two push rods flopping around. In any case, as you see, it is really simple. This is an old scavenged diode off of something, I don't know what. But at these voltages, almost any diode will work. So just disconnect the power wire that's going to this side of the motor, add the diode, add the power wire to that side of the diode, and you're up and running. So we've now converted this motor to run on standard AC power. And as you see, it only takes a second to do this. And the nice thing about these DC locomotives are they are, in most cases, dirt cheap, because you can't run a DC locomotive on a standard AC layout. It just sits there and hops and buzzes, and you'll burn the motor out. By adding that one simple diode, you can convert this to run on AC. It'll now run on AC forever. Of course, it will still run on DC as well. Now, the only disadvantage to using the diode is it will now only run forward. When you're running this on DC, you can run it forward and reverse just by flipping the polarity on the DC power supply. Once you've added the diode, it runs forward only. But I'll do a follow-up video, put this on the rail and run it. But I just wanted to do a quick video on how simple it is to convert a DC locomotive to AC. And of course, I'm using an old scavenged diode out of an old circuit board. I think this was an old tape recorder or something, not really sure. Anyway, whenever I find an old circuit board, take the diodes off of it. They come in really handy for doing things just like this. This way it costs you nothing. Anyway, it works. It's much larger than it needs to be, but since it was available, I used it. Like I said, almost any diode will work at these voltages. So I just wanted to do a quick video of converting the 8902 CAN motor DC locomotive to run on AC by adding a simple diode. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.